We have a very exciting update to share with you today because a Procurement Podcast, The Reform Rundown, is celebrating its 1 year anniversary.
Looking back, we had no idea how it was going to be received by the procurement community and in fact what we would go on to achieve with the podcast series.
So let's take a look back today at some key facts of our first year from a Procurement Podcast, The Reform Rundown.
22 episodes have been published covering a range of different topics focusing on the Procurement Act 2023.
The podcast is now available to listen to on 3 major platforms, something that we never imagined when starting the very first episode.
Over 2,000 plays and downloads across all platforms, which is just incredible.
126 followers on Spotify alone, 243 hours of the podcast being listened to on Spotify.
The top 3 episodes of the podcast, based on number of plays for the first 12 months, have been Episode 4, Contract Management, Episode 1, What Lies Ahead for the Act in 2024, and Episode 5, Ready, Set, Go Live.
We have had some amazing special guests join us on our podcast episodes, which have led to some great conversations and insights into a range of topics.
Thank you to those of you that have joined us. But ultimately, we want to say a massive thank you to all our listeners who have supported us on this podcast journey.
It truly wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for you all listening and engaging with our episodes.
We are excited to see where we take our podcast over the next year, especially with the implementation of the Procurement Act.
So that leaves us just to say a massive, massive thank you, and let's celebrate a Procurement Podcast, The Reform Rundown, and its 1 year anniversary.